Which are the two types of asexual reproduction you just learned? Fission and budding, correct? Now we will study another interesting mode of asexual reproduction. Do you know what will happen to a Spirogyra in case its body breaks up into several pieces? Yes, you heard me right. The body of a Spirogyra can break into pieces. Does it die then? Surprisingly, it doesn't. Each piece of the Spirogyra is called as the fragment. It would amaze you to know that each fragment after some time grows into a new Spirogyra. So one single Spirogyra multiplied to form several Spirogyras. Do you know what this process is called? It's called as asexual reproduction. And what is such a method of reproduction known as? It's commonly referred to as fragmentation. New individuals are formed from the fragments of parent organism in this method of reproduction. But which organisms do you think adopt this mode of reproduction? The simpler multicellular organisms or the more complex ones? I want you to tell me which organisms have a distinct reproductive system? You're right. Only the complex multicellular organisms have a distinct reproductive system. Do you think that the complex multicellular organisms need to reproduce with the help of fragmentation then? No, they don't need to do so as they are equipped with organs for reproduction. The simpler multicellular organisms, on the other hand, do not have a reproductive system. Therefore, they use their body fragments to reproduce. Hold on, think for a minute. How does a tiny piece of a fragment of the body grow into a complete organism? The answer is by cell division and cell multiplication. When a part of the body of an organism separates from the parent body, the cells in it multiply with the help of cell division. Thus, the cells grow in number and it finally grows into a new organism. Why can't complex organisms reproduce with the help of fragmentation? If you have a look at the Spirogyra, it doesn't really have distinct body parts. The body, being simple, has only one type of cell. However, in complex multicellular organisms, for example the whale, the body needs specialized organs. And each organ is made up of different types of cells. So let's say this organ of the body is separated. Can it turn into a new whale? No, it can't turn into a new whale because it needs the other types of cells too. The cells in this organ may not be able to produce the cells of the other body parts. And that is why simple cell division and multiplication would not have helped these complex organisms. However, quite similar to this, there is another method of cell division which takes place in complex organisms. Do you know what it is called? Regeneration. And what do you think is the meaning of this term? Have a look at the word. Regenerate are the two parts of this term. In this process, organisms like lizards and starfish regenerate their lost body parts. Yes, you heard me right. Regenerate their lost body parts. Isn't that pretty amazing? If the starfish loses a limb, it can regenerate a limb in a few months' time. Even the tail of a lizard can be grown back to its normal size. The regenerated body part is as good as a new one. In both these cases, cells multiply by division and enable organisms to regenerate their lost body parts. However, it is important to remember that regeneration is not reproduction. Regeneration only helps give back a lost body part, but won't give birth to a completely new organism. We will look at a few more methods of asexual reproduction in our coming videos.